What's up, everybody? Y'all want me to talk about K. Minaj, the Black Eminem, Keminem, or just Rolling Stone at this point? Look, y'all asked for it. Okay, fine. But let's start it off the right way. Let's go. Six.
I read it festival.
Jokes.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's go. Demon just out of the can. Sorry, that's hip hop, okay? We gotta start with Drake because it starts with Drake, okay? Drake is the reason why we're talking about any of this shit. Right? I know it sounds good. Told you dick riding, it's Toronto. It starts with Drake. We run you niggas. It is what it is. Okay. First of all, Kendrick is apparently the king of the West Coast, right? And Snoop has crowned him. Now, this sounds cute, and I'm sure this was very heartwarming for people in LA. But the problem for me is that this has happened already. This is literally a repeat of some shit in 2011 when Snoop passed Kendrick the torch and was like, "You're the king now," or some shit. So my point is, what exactly are we doing now that's different? And this brings me to my overall point of something that has always irritated me about Kendrick. He's a remind me ass rapper. He doesn't do anything new. But he wants to be celebrated as someone who's doing something new, innovative, groundbreaking, when he is nothing of the sort, has no interest in it, and the only people saying this shit are his white buddies, usually in Rolling Stone, who've never heard rap or don't even care about rap like that, right? That's obviously an issue for me. Now, my thing is, why is this always so damn circular? Why is it the same shit over and over again? Why is it always Kendrick reminding me of something of the past while adding himself in this grandiose kind of narrative, right? And I think to myself, it's so clear to me that all this stuff is the same old playbook. When Drake was releasing those diss records back in April or whatever, right? It's interesting because I don't know if y'all remember, but I do remember Kendrick being silent for a minute, right? And we were like, is Kendrick going to say something? But it turns out likely, if I had to guess, Kendrick was probably waiting for the NBA playoffs. I bet you. He was probably waiting for the NBA playoffs to get real deep and stuff like that, or, get the record, which is some basketball novelty sounding ass shit, so that, once they got the record, they can bought it. They bought like us. Right? Get it out there on the line. The clout chasers pick it up. The Drake lovers, haters, jealous of Drake, all that shit. And then obviously you shove it down people's throats through the NBA, and now you've got yourself a hit. Look, listen, I'm not knocking that necessarily. It's the music business. There's ways to do things and release records. That's totally fine, right? What you're not going to tell me is that this is some groundbreaking diss record that's like incredible and all this kind of shit like that. That's when it's like, let's be real here, okay? I mean, a song like Not Like Us, let's look at the rhymes, okay? Let's look at the opening. Hey, mustard on the beat, huh? Of course, in geek delivery. Do you want any rap, nigga? He a freak, pal. Does that sound like some hip hop shit to you, really? You know what I'm saying? Like something where you're like, yo, that's bars, my nigga. That's a dude coming with it when it comes to rap. That's hip hop energy. You know what I mean? Now look at KMT. Okay, look at how Drake comes in. Demon just got out the can, right? You're like, Demon just got hip hop's about, to a certain extent excising those demons, like just, really spitting that shit. Demon just got out the can. You're like, oh shit. I gave my bro an advance. Love is not in my plans. Like, it's basic, but there's more of a confidence to it. It's even like visually, there's more going on. Actually, it's wittier, as basic as it is, right? Now, of course, you've got him reminding us about Debo again. It's all this remember about CPT type shit, okay? Nostalgia memory lane bullshit. I don't have time for that. I'm an innovative type of dude. I like innovation. I like people that do new shit. Rap is about doing new things, okay? You can't get props for doing shit that's been done and then somehow you're that guy. That's literally how you end rap. And that's what Kendrick Lamar and his friends are doing. They're ending rap, right? You might not see it, but that's literally why we're stuck in the cesspool of rap that it is. And obviously, it's not all Kendrick's fault. But it's all about not moving forward. Deliberately choosing to not move forward is how cultures die, right? And this is why culture in hip hop is done. People refuse to move forward. They'd rather stay in the same pimps, hoes, all that shit. Content matter. We're still in the same trap sort of thing. The ASAP shit that ASAP started, and we're still in that vein. We refuse to move forward and explore different BPMs, different styles of beats, letting people do all kinds of things, say different things, right? And again, that's how this shit got stagnant, right? That's literally the whole reason. Anyway, the fact of the matter is this, right? You can't be the man. Boys tell stories about the man. I'll get to that. But you can't be the man by doing old ass shit that's played out. Just because you stand next to the man, right? You stand next to legends. Like, that'll fool a casual, but it won't fool me, obviously, who's been listening to rap for a long time. And this is where I'm trying to get at. Like, at the end of the day, Drake is an innovator, okay? You can hate Drake all you want. But Drake literally opened the door for UK rap in a way that it hadn't been done before. There were UK rappers, sure, but Gigs came out the fucking woodwork. And frankly, I never heard about Gigs until Drake, right? And Gigs is like some revolutionary shit in rap in the UK, right? And this is my point. Drake spots innovators. He knows what the fuck is going on. He's like, oh, y'all are doing something interesting here, right? When's the last time Kendrick did something that you're like, yo, that's some innovative shit? I actually really fuck with that. No, he comes with his usual geek delivery and you know, low charisma ass having behavior. And look, listen, there's nothing wrong with being a geek. There's nothing wrong with being introverted. That's a part of human behavior, right? Like, we're all, I would say, we all have various levels of introversion and extroversion. But the fact of the matter is that rap is an extroverted art form at its core because it's dealing with people, right? It's getting outside of yourself to project your ideas, your emotions to the public, right? To a group of people who are going to take that shit in. That's an extroverted type of thing, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the most extroverted person or that in real life that's how you are. But when you're on stage or when you are performing or when you are interacting with people, that extroverted quality has to come out and it has to shine. This is why when you sit and you talk about, oh, Nas, you know, he's introverted, so I can do geek raps. But it's like, Nas doesn't rap like a geek or a lame, okay? He raps like a really fly, extroverted, thoughtful dude, right? He might be introverted in real life. I don't know. I never met the dude. But when you have Kendrick who's rapping like that shit, shit's not going to work. No matter how many Billboard articles are written about it. It's not going to work, man. Now, look, I say this because when I look at Kendrick perform, I just don't see I don't see it. I never saw it anyway. What about that screams charisma to you? Nothing, okay? Now, you could say, oh, that's just in Compton, right? Now, they're turning up a bit. This is one of Kendrick's best, well, it's a Schoolboy Q record. Again, interesting enough. This guy has no charisma, fam. You think this dude is going to kill? This is the guy. You see, Kendrick is a local artist at the end of the day. He don't have power like that. You can't kill an international artist like Drake, okay? Come on, we're not stupid, man. Like, Kendrick is the king of Compton and the king of the West Coast. That's cool. Y'all are still doing that, you know, Snoop and Dre caliphate shit where they run everything. That's fine, right? But outside of the West Coast, no one cares, okay? You're not going to compare that to this dude, right? Look at, let's go with Drake. Actually, same place so that people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Give us that again. And then, well, rinse it. Let's go.
I want to see everybody go crazy. Ready?
That's a performer. Okay.
Demon just got it. I gave up all in advance.
Look at the crowd turning the fuck up. Okay? That's Drake. That's a nigga with charisma. That's a dude that can move the crowd. Remember, rap. MC means move the crowd, right? Kendrick can't do that shit. But he wants to sit on the sidelines and be a jealous motherfucker. But he wants to be Drake without putting in the effort to be Drake. And you're going to say, Drake's got ghostwriters. Kendrick's probably got ghostwriters. A lot of these dudes got ghostwriters. What, like Drake locks his ghostwriters in the closet and then they can't go nowhere? We've seen literally that Meek Mill and a lot of these corny rappers are trying to use the exact same ghostwriters as Drake, right? Probably some of them are, right? The point of the matter is, if you're using the same ghostwriter that Drake is using, but Drake continues to make better music than you, then at some point you have to sit there and think, maybe Drake's more talented than I am. Have you thought about that shit? I just can't, man, with this shit. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the whole Kendrick pop-out thing, I saw a bit of it, and obviously wasn't all that great. And, that whole thing about unifying gangs and shit, y'all still falling for that bullshit in 2024. Okay, the hood's been played out, man. I heard the saving gangs bullshit in, 1990s with Dr. Dre and them. Or if you listen to us and buy our CDs, it's like we're unifying gangs and unifying Compton, Crips, Bloods. Still doing that shit in 2024? Get the fuck out of here. It's not going to unify shit. Kendrick's going to get his money just like Dre and them, Snoop got their money, and they're still going to be gang and blood and all that shit. So at the end of the day, man, you can't hit on the real. The innovators are the ones, especially if they, stay with it over a period of time, they're the ones that are going to get the money, or at least they will get the respect, and they'll continue to do it. You can't front on them, man. It is what it is. And on that note, peace and love.